Greetings, I am Adeam. I welcome you in love. I am pleased that we are going to have another conversation, another discovery of subjects that would allow you to open up your mind to new ideas, to open up your heart for new uplifting energies, and to begin fully understand your journey at this time. I have come many times before. We have talked about energies and the way energies work in your body and around you. I would today like to take a little time to facilitate what's going on with your energy and your physical beings as well as your thoughts. It is an alignment. It is a way of becoming yourself or seeing yourself. So the energies are entering into your energy field. These energies has frequencies that is that is touching on to your nervous system. That goes into your medians and at some way working itself up into your consciousness, into your brain. And here you are beginning to have sensations of how these energies work. What are these energies about? Where are they coming from? What do they represent? And you're beginning to get an image of what these images is. Sometimes you can see, are those images just coming from one soul, one being, or are there several beings who is part of sending these energies down? Or it is just energies that is coming from other sources that are not represented by any beings at all. Like energies that is coming from your moon or your sun or from the Federation. And you may think the Federations surely have to come from beings. The energies from the Federations is, yes, created by beings, but they are in a way broadcast in a way that it is not beings who are sitting and sending these energies down. We have specialized crystals and other technologies that is bringing those energies on to your surface. So the more you are in alignment with yourself, the energies is hitting your energy field, go into your body, go into your nervous system, meridians, and then reaching into your consciousness. The more alignment you are having, the faster these energies will come to you. It isn't a way of allowing yourself to be a transmitter, to be a person, or not a transmitter, a receiver, sorry, to be a receiver for these energies and let you, not your consciousness, but your energy field, bring the informations to you, to your consciousness, where there you can then perceive them the way that they needed to be received. One of the reasons we are talking many times about energies and how it affects you and how you can calm down your energies or let go of energies is to make your vessel in alignment so the energies that we are sending or coming from other directions being more in line and easier for you to interpret and understand why you are receiving those energies. There are always a reason of why you are receiving energies. We could send energies down to this room, energies that really don't pertain to your development at this time. And you would not recognize those energies. Only if they are a part of that energy that is useful for you. It is a frequency. You are vibrating in a frequency, and if that frequency coming and not in alignment with yours, it will go right through you. And your energy field would not pick it up. Or it would be picked up, but not be fully understand. So you may feel an energy, but there is no really clarifications on why you are feeling the energy. Mostly because that energy is not something that you need to be part of at this time. For whatever reason. So the more you can align yourself with everything that is around you, the more you can be in peace with your energy field, the more you can be in love and have gratitude for yourself, the more those energies, the more you will begin to understand these energies will become clearer, easier to understand. When that is happening, you are beginning to opening up to getting into new levels of your journey. If there are any questions today.
So I was thinking about when you said that if the energy's coming down, like from all the beings around our planet, if those energies come down and hit different, flow into different people, if they are not, if that energy is not something that they need for themselves and their growth, it'll just pass through them.
Yes.
So that would mean,
or it will pass through them and it won't really get a reflection. It wouldn't get a response from those energies because it is energies they really can't respond to.
yeah. So does that happen to a lot of people across our planet?
Oh yes, we have energies coming down for everyone. It is not like we only sending energies down that is for certain people. It is for everyone. So when we are talking about the Federation's energies, as we have talked about before, they are layered, they are weaved in together with many different other energies. So it comes down and it will hit almost all many people in different ways. And some people will experience the energies very much alike, but there could be two who sees those being completely different because they are modified in that way. The ones that you need right now is the one that is hitting you, is triggering you, who is giving your body a response. What is not needed, as we can say, go right through and there is no really response to those energies because at that time, at that specific time, that is not an energy that is needed. So maybe next month,
Okay.
that kind of the same energy coming down again, and now it is needed, and now that creates a response on that person.
Okay, so if 1 month the energies don't, someone doesn't take in the energies that month, maybe the next month the energies might be a little bit different and be more in line with them.
Yes. Usually there are energies that could respond to everyone, but it is different layers. It
Okay.
is if you are like taking a microscope into those energies and you will see all different layers within these energies. It is like when we are talking about on every dimension, there are all of these different infinity layers of frequencies within each dimension.
Okay.
And our energies are pretty much the same. So when an energy comes down, there are one who has some traumas will tune into those energies, and then there are some other ones who are trying to find out how they can get one step higher up in their energies, and they will find that energy. And so it's the same energy, but each one is
Okay.
reacting the way that they should for that time for them.
So they would be tuning into the layer that is what they need.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's interesting that the energies coming into our planet are layered. I had not thought of it in that way. I'd thought of it just boom, these energies, but makes sense that they're layered. Yeah. So now for April, are we into the kind of the peak of these energies, or are we still going towards?
You're very close to the peak, yes.
Uh-huh. Is there a specific, are these energies designed for specific things for us to take in?
Each month, the energies are produced pretty much the same. So they have the same layers. The only thing what we are doing now is making them more difficult to ignore.
Oh,
So we are saying,
okay.
oh, these are stronger energies.
Mm-hmm.
It's one way of seeing it, and another way of saying it is that these are energies you can't ignore as easy as you could about a half a year ago.
Okay.
Then you could ignore it if you so wanted to. These are pertaining to you and bringing up stuff that somehow you feel now that it bringing you somewhere, it giving you some kind of transformation, some kind of triggering effect, something that reflects something within you of where you are at this specific moment. And the reason that is we are having them over a month, not just a day. It allowing you to soak slowly in these energies so you could in one day deal with something within you, and you could be good and releasing that energy in you, and the next day or 2 days after you can now begin to open up to another level of those energies. And there are people that are working on different levels at the same time.
Okay. So could that be like with those same energies for the whole month? One day you might tune into one layer that you need, and then maybe a couple of days later, a different layer.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so that kind of is why it's spread out over a month to have time to maybe delve into the different layers.
Correct.
Okay.
And so we are changing the energies every month. So you could have 1 month where you are seeing, let's take up the trauma again, and you seeing the trauma from one angle and you are dealing it with it in that way. The next month, we are changing how these layers are working, how the energies are working, and now these energies are coming down, being absorbed by you, and now you are seeing the same trauma just from a different angle. And
Yeah.
that allowing you more space and time to release that trauma. You can release a trauma from one way, but then suddenly you can see the same trauma in a completely different light, and then you can release that part.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. So on the monthly energies, how long have you guys been doing this, sending energies every month to our planet?
A couple of years.
Okay. What was, when we had the pandemic, it was 4 years ago, what kind of energies were being sent to us during that time?
We were not at that time on a regular schedule. Have
Okay.
monthly energies
Uh-huh.
that got picked up later. We were at that time experimenting on sending energies down that would resolve some of the trauma, some of the uneasiness that were on your planet at that time, to allowing everybody to become more at ease with their situation. The situation during that period was seen to be more dire than what it really was. There were an escalations of energies that brought, let's say, kind of panic on the
Mm-hmm.
planet.
Yeah.
So we brought energies down to smoothen those panic feelings, and we had very good success of creating a better way of seeing your situation as, and as that happened, things became better.
Yeah, they did.
And that was the beginning of us, the Federation, to begin to think that this could be an ongoing thing,
Mm.
could be something that we could continue doing over a longer time. Because it's not really an energy that is here to change how you think or change your lifestyle per se, but it is an energy that allowing you to see yourself in a different light, and allowing yourself to be more than who you are. So we are not interfering with your lives. We are not bringing energies down that saying go this specific directions. You still have your free will of doing whatever you want to do. But the energies allowing you to see yourself in a different light and see more of your options of what you are having in this specific path that you are on.
I think that's what the pandemic kind of helped people start doing. Because at first it was like panic and, you know, just all trauma. But after about a year and a half, it was like people began to see things differently about the pandemic and to make different choices in their life than it was during that panic time. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, because I could see it in across our country and across the world of people beginning to think differently, maybe see things in a different perspective. Yeah. So things like that, like the pandemic or big changes, earth changes, or weather changes. Is that an opportunity for people to kind of look at their life and see things in a different perspective?
In one way, yes. Let us clarify. Every day is an option to see yourself in a different perspective, to see yourself
Yeah.
in a different way and change yourself.
Okay.
On
Yeah.
top of that, at many times, you are having event going on your planet. It could be, as you were saying, weather event. It could be break out of some viruses. It could be war or violence locally, small areas that giving you an extra option or many times forcing you
Yeah.
to see your life a little different if you so chooses to. That is part of the energy that this third dimension is having. This is part of your, let's say, grand scheme of creating the life that you are having. With everything going the way that you wanted it, there wouldn't be
Yeah.
all of the options or opportunities to see different way of creating life. And you wanted as many ways that you could to see all of the options that you were having on this planet. When you came down to become part of this community that is on Gaia, you came down with so many different scenarios that what you could be, what you could do. There might be 2 or 3 that these are the ones I really would like to work on or be part of. But beyond that, there are many, many more scenarios that within your moving around on your life, you could get little glimpse of, a little taste of something dangerous, a little taste of something smooth, a little taste of just relaxing and not doing anything. Or seeing the different part of what this life on your planet has in store for you. Here is a kicker. This soul of you, this specific soul of you only gets one life. And then you may think, I have had 400 incarnations. So I have had all of these chances, all of these lives. So how can I only have one? This aspect of you only have one life. All of the other incarnations are different aspects of you.
Yeah.
So use this to its fullest.
Mm-hmm.
Get as many experiences as you want. Clear up as much as you can and have as much fun with your life, with this experience that you have chosen for such a very short time.
So, all the experiences that the other aspects of ourselves that are having, does that then feed back into our higher self that enriches the higher self of us, our totality of us, from all of these different experiences from every aspect?
You are in a connection with all of the other aspects, but it is other aspects of you. And all of these experience is being united in your higher self.
Yeah, yeah,
And you are having a connections with your higher self. So you having an understanding of how all of the other lives are doing and what they are experiences. You can transfer energies, experiences from a different life of yours, another aspect, and saying this, what I'm dealing with at the time, I don't have the strength to manage. But this aspect,
mm-hmm.
300 years in our timeline,
Mm-hmm.
has the capability of dealing with this. The energies on the planet, on this timeline, is different and allowing this person to be part or be able to handle these energies and sort them out. So I'm giving it also to him. So he can or she can deal with these emotions or ideas.
Would that be on in our consciousness that we wouldn't be aware physically of doing?
It could be both. But usually these are energies that you are dealing with. So it could be trauma. It could also be, I see something. What if you are thinking there gotta be a way in the 1700s, a way to, if I had an energy source and it could shoot me out, way out into space. I had that idea, but right now there is no such energy source within me or around me. It hasn't even been invented yet. You could turn that idea into somebody who is having the opportunities and have the material to create, in this case, a rocket, and get the idea, and these two will then create the rocket and create that idea. It can be many different things that can go back and forth between all of these called incarnations, all of the aspects of you. And your higher self, in a way, simply said, is also, let's call him a traffic person who is directing the energies to the right layers.
Yeah. Okay. And that could even be future aspects, because we on our planet are so linear that it's like everything's a straight line and it's behind me and I'm here. We don't think about ahead of.
It could be as well future aspects as well.
So much. It's like we humans are born, and it's almost like we're born in a box, and we're fed belief systems and things to do and don't to do in this box. And now the trick is to break out of that box and see a little grander scheme of life that all of you who come through Yan are sharing with us. So it's like cracking an egg, crack it and bounce out and see a little bit of the greater scheme of things.
The box was very important. The box allowed you to be who you are. The box allowed you to be part of this community that you are in. The box allowed you to, or we are all in the same box. We are all together in this. And so there is a community bond. And we are not really want to, at this time, break out of that box. You are slowly now beginning to break out of the box. But the box was an important placeholder to have in your earlier days. The box is getting bigger, more expansive of ideas, because you are allowing more expansive ideas to infiltrate your communities. Which brings up all of these bigger ideas, box become bigger, and at some point you will find there is no box anymore. But the box in itself, it's one that is holding you all together and not just flying out. But in one way, 13,000 years ago, you really didn't have a box.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of these events happened on this planet, and we started over again, and we gave you a box saying, find your life in this box and make that box bigger every time, but still have a box to be in. And now it is time to dissolve that box.
Yeah. So being in the box helped us really experience what a third dimension life would be.
Yes.
Which was important.
Yes.
And it kept us there to be a solid, like, earth person. But now, as you said, it's time to dissolve. Yeah. Because as we dissolve it, we're raising our consciousness to more expansive ideas and experiences.
Yes. And as higher you are raising your vibrations, the more you understand that you no longer need the box.
Yeah.
The box is still important for those who are still, let's say, within those vibrations.
Yes.
They like the box.
Yeah.
That is the where they feel comfortable of being, because they understand that society that has been created within the box. Yeah. Even though that is beginning to become very divided. Yeah. But again, part of the plan.
Yeah.
Even though many think we should always be united. But the division is giving you a clearer view of who you are and where you want to go in the future. Because they're going to be a division of everything on this planet. Some are going this way, some are going that way. And they will all turn into different layers of this planet.
In our country, we definitely have a division. And is that what you're talking about?
Yes. But the division is really beginning to be more universal or planet-wise.
Okay.
It is a time to decide who you are. And how you want to see your life. As we have said many times before, it is time to decide where your path is.
Yeah. As we come to a close, do you have anything else to share with us?
We have, again, enjoyed being part of this conversation, of sharing our energies, sharing our knowledge, and opening up to another world, to another way of seeing your life. And as we go forward, you will find there are so many different ways of seeing your life.
Yeah.
You have been brought up with an understanding that life has to go a certain way. And now you're beginning to fully understand that there are so many different truths. There are so many different ways of living and understanding who you are and you could be. And it is time for you to decide who you want to be in this life. And there are many souls right now on this planet that are very confused
Yeah.
because they thought this was how my life should go, and it is not going that way. And suddenly they're seeing, I have this option, I have this option, I have this option, I have that option. And I don't know how to choose. I don't understand. Usually I found the work and I liked to doing my work. I retired and I sat down and I did something, a hobby that I like to do. And that was my life. And you beginning to opening up to million different ways of conducting your life. And somehow you would like to have which one of those are the right way. And we will say everyone is the right way. There is no wrong way for your life. Discover whatever you want to discover. You can't not discover anything wrong. You are a multidimensional being who is allowed to try everything, or just one if that's what you desire. None of them is wrong. You are fully in good hands with who you are with and with yourself. Know that you are loved. Know that you are always protected. And know that you are never alone.